Guys, Willie here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2025 Honda Civic Si.
And a big thanks to Alex and the rest of the management and staff here at Ocean Honda in Port Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Port Richey, Tampa, Clearwater area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out. And as for Alex.
And for those of you guys who don't know, the Si has been a sporty trim level for the Honda Civic since 1984. Part of the third generation, the 11th generation Civic that you see here was released in 2022. And for the Si, we get the higher output version of their 1.5 liter turbo, which cranks out 200 horsepower, 192 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 6-speed manual transmission and limited slip differential. For 2025, all Civics receive a facelift, tweaking the front and rear styling, new updated lights out rear, and a new urban gray paint color. The Si now comes standard with heated seats, a 10.2-inch digital gauge display, a new Google-based infotainment system, a stiffer chassis with a tweaked suspension. We also get available summer tires now, part of a $300 option. All for a base price under $30,000. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So the front end styling has been tweaked. We get a new lower part of the bumper area. The headlights are just about the same. LEDs for the high and low beam, and LED daytime running light. This red paint color is a pretty flat red, but it pops really well with the black contrast here on this Si. Functional airflow in the corner. We get pretty solid airflow for the intercooler down below, radiator up top, red Si badge in the lower right part of the grille area. The wheel and tire setup, we get these black 18-inch rims. They remind me a little bit of what we would get from the Sport, but we get Si embroidered part of the rim. Anyway, these are Goodyear Eagle all-season tires. They're not the summer performance that are available now for 2025. Dimensions are 235/40 R18s. Honda center cap, wheel locks, and a dual piston front brake caliper. All body color trim for the wheel well area, subtle black lip for the rocker panel side skirt area, black contrasted mirrors with blind spot monitoring on the glass. We get smart access for the driver and the front passenger, sunroof up top, black pillars, black trim for the window trim. You guys can take a quick look at the window sticker for the 2025 Civic Si 4-door. With the rally red exterior paint color, black and red contrasted interior, sub $30,000 base price. You guys can pause, take a look at all of the standard features. After an $1,100 destination charge, we're sitting a tick over $31,000, over 30 combined MPGs. That's impressive considering the performance here with around a 6.6 second 0 to 60 time. We get a push to open gas cap with easy fill, 91 octane fuel is recommended, but you will be fine with 87. Out rear, we get LED taillights, the turn signals are halogen, the reverse light appears to be LED. Shout out Ocean Honda in Port Richey, Florida, chrome aluminum Civic badge, aluminum Honda in the center, and a red contrasted Si in the corner. I like the black lip spoiler, dual exhaust tips, and speaking of the dual exhaust tips, let's fire up this 1.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder and hear how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 1.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder sold by Honda for the 2025 Civic Si. And it sounds pretty good, cranking out 200 horsepower, 192 pound-feet of torque, made it to a 6-speed manual transmission and limited slip differential. You can expect 0 to 60 in the mid 6-second range, which is really good considering the space we have in this car, and over 30 combined MPGs. But what you see is basically what we get. We can shut this hood right down, no hydraulic struts. We can take a step back, walk around this 2025 Civic Si one more time, and let's take a step inside and see what we get with a sub $30,000 base price sports sedan. We'll turn the lights back to auto so the car's not yelling at me. We get hard plastic up top, but with good graining. Hard plastic in the center, some cloth padded trim in the actual center, and a gushy soft cloth armrest. Auto one-touch front windows, and they feel premium. Power windows out back, 4-way adjustable mirrors, and some faux carbon plastic trim up front. Trunk release, pretty decent Bose audio system. It's definitely an upgrade compared to the standard system. We get enough space for a 24-ounce water bottle and probably an 8-inch sub behind it. No step-in plates. The seats are cloth, but it's a sporty cloth trim and a really comfortable overall seat. Solid bolstering and a soft insert for the back and bottom portion. They're not electric seats, but you can still recline, drop, lift, and slide the seats with latches. And we get SI underneath the headrest area. Taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, foot on the clutch, engine start, stop, and everything fires right to life. So for the most part, this is a really premium interior and it's very comfortable considering the price point. You get a leather wrap steering wheel, red contrast stitching, solid 10 and 2, great 9 and 3. It's not a flat bottom, but we get an aluminum frame for the wheel, rubberized horn area. The horn itself, not the loudest or most aggressive, but people will still be getting out of your way. You get volume and skip controls, voice commands, adjustments for the left side of the infotainment. You can customize the display, return back, phone, FM, AM, USB, Bluetooth, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, Alexa, and right back where we started. Go right back to our TAC that goes to about 6,500 RPM. The stocks have a satisfying click, auto headlamps, no auto high beams, and no auto rain sensing wipers. We do get radar cruise control and lane keep assist on the right side, adjustments for the right side infotainment. Right now we're looking at navigation. You see your attention level, boost pressure, you see your boost pressure and your torque percentage. That's pretty cool. G-forces, seatbelts, maintenance, safety support, no content. My personal favorites to leave it at all times would be the boost pressure and torque percentage. The digital gauge display is 10.2 inches. Fuel level on the right side, coolant temperature on the left side. Up top, we get indicators now for shifting. That's shared with the Type R Civic. And when you're doing some aggressive driving, you don't have time to look down for the tachometer, it's nice to see the shift lights right up front. Also new for 2025. The dashboard is soft touch materials. Steering wheel is tilt and telescoping. You can turn off the traction control, interior brightness, red outline for the air vents, which feel premium with a gunmetal gray insert. Hopefully you get a good look at the aluminum outline pedals. The 9-inch touchscreen is now Google based. As you guys can see, the maps are going to have an excellent resolution to it as soon as we activate it. It reminds me a little bit of Chevy's, but the response here is absolutely fantastic. Google does one of the best overall infotainment displays. I do kind of wish it was a little bit larger, maybe if they filled out the entire frame, but again, it's nice to have the hard buttons here too, so I understand why Honda chose to do it. We also get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Very solid display, big upgrade here for 2025. Red outline air vents, gunmetal gray inserts, hazards, single zone automatic climate control. The vent adjustments are in the center, 2 USB-C ports, solid storage, 12 volt, the gear selector or shifter, controlling the 6-speed manual transmission, reverse, foot in the clutch, all the way to the right, pull back. The backup camera has decent resolution, guidance lines, and trajectory. Throwing right back into neutral, we return right back to the previous screen. Drive mode selector or drive modes include normal, sport, and individual. We'll start it off in normal, try out sport, and see what the differences are. Auto engine start stop we can disable, electronic parking brake with brake hold, more of that plastic faux carbon trim, 2 cup holders, you fit 24-ounce bottles, and a gushy soft cloth armrest with red contrast stitching. Not the most storage, but it's deep. You'll easily fit a 1 liter, maybe a 2 liter bottle of soda in there. It is practical for the vehicle that this is. The glove box is damped, very well damped, not lined and felt, and not the largest. You'll fit 15, maybe 20 license plates. You should be able to fit a pair of shoes with no problem if you're under a size 12. The rear view mirror is not frameless or auto dimming. You gotta pull that flappy thing to dim it. The interior lights are LED. The sunroof opens up decently quickly. We can poke our way out of here. We just had Hurricane Milton pass the other day. The clouds are looking pretty funky after the storm, but what are you going to do about it? The weather itself is pretty nice, sunny, and 83 degrees for the most part. We can shut the roof right up, leave the shade open so when we hop out back, you guys can see how much light is brought into the cabin. And that's about it for the front seat, at least, for the 2025 Honda Civic Si. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So up front it was hard plastic, up top so same thing out rear. The middle portion is also hard plastic, but we get a pretty well padded cloth armrest. Aluminum door handle, 2 Bose speakers on the door panel. The rear seats, the padding does not go out to the door frame. Cloth seats, red contrast stitching, but pretty solid legroom. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall, sitting behind my seat settings, and I still have about 4 or 5 inches of knee room, headroom. With the cutout, I have about 1.5 inches. No rear air vents. That would be nice for the price point. We get a map pocket behind the passenger seat, no map pocket behind the driver. Pretty solid light brought into the cabin thanks to the sunroof. The interior lights are LED. We can poke our hand into the center cubby. It's pretty soft cloth. You'll fit a 16 and 24-ounce bottle. That's about it though, guys, for the back seat. Decently spacious, pretty comfortable. I just wish we had air vents. There is something going on under the front seats, but nothing that blows directly into your face. The cargo space underneath the Honda logo is a button which doesn't electrically shoot the liftgate, but it's pretty light, not the toughest process. Massive opening and a very large cargo space. I'll leave a link right here to show you exactly how much there is. Latches to fold the second row seats down. The wheel wells do protrude a little bit, but I would still expect you to fit a 55-60-inch TV through the pass-through. Let me know in the comment section if you're Civic owners and you fit larger TVs through it. LED third brake light, if we didn't mention. It's a pretty low floor too. See the secret storage if we have any. A little bit. You can fit probably a couple small backpacks in there, and the wheel well cutouts will allow you to easily fit a couple golf bags horizontally. Overall, pretty spacious, compact sports sedan. You get a large trunk, large second row, pretty roomy front seat cabin, all for a sub $30,000 base price and a mid 6-second 0 to 60 and over 31 mpgs. This is a really good value for the money. 6-speed manual transmission with a limited slip differential, and for $300 you can get some performance tires now, which makes this a very sporty, still sub $30,000 base price sedan. Performance-wise though, let's take this 2025 Honda Civic Si out for a drive and see what it's got. All right guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2025 Honda Civic Si. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impression is the clutch has a very smooth and predictable feel to it. The shifter is notchy but smooth. It doesn't feel too heavy. It doesn't feel too rough. Everything about this car has a lot of smoothness to it. The clutch, it's not super short, but it's definitely by no means a long travel. And a pretty good throttle response. Honda's always had pretty good response, but even with their turbocharged engines, very, very good. We'll try it out a little bit. Third throttle, ooh, torquey. Slight turbo lag, but once the boost kicks in, you can definitely feel very good power. It's quiet too. These Goodyear All Seasons do a great job of limiting road noise. Ride quality is fantastic. I don't feel the stiffer chassis or suspension, at least not for the bumps. Throwing it through the turns, I mean, the response is excellent. It does feel more nimble compared to the outgoing models. We get rev match downshifts, that's pretty cool too. So if you're not the best manual transmission driver like me, you don't have to worry about hurting the transmission during the downshifts. You can take a step out here, open her up a little bit more. Pretty predictable feel through the clutch. You can feel that limited slip, really keeping that power down. Yeah guys, this is a really smooth but fun platform. We're just in normal mode. Like I'm telling you, this thing feels really nimble. You add those Storm Performance tires, this might be one of the more nimble feeling chassis on the road today. Boost kicks in, plenty of power. I like this platform compared to how it was in 2024. I already liked it in 2024. We increased the price for 2025 by about $800, but it feels like you're getting your money's worth all around. Try a couple more downshifts. It's not very loud in normal mode. We could try it out in sport. It'll add some artificial induction noise to it. Try a real world turning radius too. Pretty sharp, and we can open her up right over here. Yeah guys, this thing can move. You can hear that artificial noise through the induction, and it sounds pretty good. Try one more rev match, torque. It's not bad at all. Throwing it into 5th gear, just cruising along, daily driving. We're at around 1500 RPM. You step in the gas and you feel power. This is not an underpowered platform. We were just ripping it through the gears. Hopefully you saw the shift indicators. This is a cool car. I'm enjoying driving this. A couple more downshifts. We can throw it in a little bit faster than we should. See how the handling is. Puts the power down. I like it, guys. This is a fun platform. Sport mode, it feels a little bit better through the steering. Not a whole lot of a difference. Throttle's a little bit more responsive. I wouldn't call it sensitive, but it's like it's a stabbier feeling, if that makes any sense. I like it in sport. But that artificial induction, I think that I prefer the sound of like a cold air intake. But I can understand why they chose to do that instead. Some people want to be able to switch from loud to quiet mode. Does sound pretty good though. All right guys, taking a step out here. We can open her up a little bit more. Leave it in first gear. Make sure we're good. Let these guys have a little bit of space. And on the gas. Woo-hoo, we catch up to traffic pretty quickly. Try a little passing power. Good torque. Of course, it's not blowing you away. It's not necessarily a fast car, but it's quick. And for a turbo 4-cylinder, it's surprisingly responsive. The brakes feel good. A little bit of lag, but nothing too terrible. Try out a real-world turning radius test. See what this thing's got. Real-world turning radius. We can open her up a little bit more too. First gear on the gas. That's pretty cool how it beeps at you right around red line. I got scared on the first one, but the second one, I wasn't even close to 6,500. This thing is quick. I can see 0 to 60 in the mid 6-second range. We try one more time. Yeah, like it's a quick car. It sounds pretty good. I'm really enjoying driving this thing. Just cruising along, 6th gear. It's quiet, it's smooth. The steering still feels great, even when you're not beating on it. Overall, this is a very comfortable but sporty vehicle. It's efficient at around 30 miles per gallon. I don't know if I would get 30 miles per gallon. I think I would be using a little bit more gas pedal than I should and probably be a little bit closer to, say, 26, 27. That's how it was in my ILX. I had a similar platform to this in the ILX with a 2.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. But overall, guys, I'm really enjoying driving this 2025 Civic Si. I think this is their best handling platform that they've released to date. And this 1.5 liter turbo 4-cylinder, it's responsive and it's efficient. I'm telling you guys, if you're looking for a comfortable, sporty vehicle around the $30,000 price point, this 2025 Honda Civic Si might be the best value that you're going to get. And a big thanks to Alex and the rest of the management and staff here at Ocean Honda in Port Richey, Florida for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to your inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa, Clearwater, Port Richey area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for Alex. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out, the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.